Start with new topic called as HTML. The full form of HTML is a hypertext markup language. Generally, this is used to make a collection of elements, that is text, media with context. The topics covered under this is first one is a basic HTML document structure, HTML standalone tags, HTML header tags, aligning text tag, text format tags, different types of list, HTML attributes. First, we'll start with HTML document structure. As we observe here, HTML documents always starts with opening tag with a label or with the name HTML, and close tag is with /HTML. So this is a opening tag and this is a closing tag. In between this, two basic structure we consider. For displaying a title, we use a title tag, opening title tag, closing title tag under the head structure. Again, if you observe here, in between this title, whatever message you want to write, you just write over here. Here we'll write a my web page, okay, and here this is a generated web page for this, and this my page is appear at the top of the browser window as you see here. Okay, now the next structure block is a body. That means whichever data we want to display in the browser window, this is what a browser window. So whichever message you want to display, we just mention in between the opening body tag and the closing body tag. So in the HTML document structure, we consider two blocks. First one is a head block in which we display the title. Second, the content of the document, that is nothing but a body tag. Now there are different tags available in HTML. So here first we see the standalone tags. So standalone tags means what? There are a few HTML tags which do not use an end tag and are used for standalone elements on the page, such as image, that is IMG. The use of this is to display an image. Second one is a BR tag. So if you observe here, we are giving / after BR, okay, and this tag we use to make for breaking the line or making the next line. Then HR tag with again a / at the end is used for a header. Now what is the difference between the P tag and BR tag? So BR tag, as we know, for breaking the line, but this P tag is used as a paragraph tag. See here, a paragraph tag. That means whichever data we want to write, we'll just write in between this paragraph, and if you want to break that line and start with, we use a ER tag. So this P tag creates more space than BR tag. Let's see the example. Before example, the comment. Now if I want to make a comment to my document, here we use a tag, that is in between the angular bracket a hyphen dash dash, again whichever comment we want to write, then again dash dash and end of angular tag. So this generally we use to make a document, and the meaning is that whichever data you'll write in between this tag will not display text in between, or this data will not appear in the browser window. See the next example based on the break, paragraph and comment tag. So if you observe here, we'll start with making HTML document. Starts with opening HTML tag, ends with HTML in tag. Okay, and this head, in between this head tag, will give a title, that is a text layout title, which is generated at the top of the browser window. See here. After that, now what we see in a body tag, whichever data we want to display in the browser window, we'll just write over here. Now here we use what? A paragraph tag. So opening paragraph tag and closing paragraph tag will write the first message. After that, at the end we use a break tag, means what? Now the next line will appear on the new line. So this made up of two lines is appear on the next line. So as you observe here, this is a paragraph of text. After that we'll use a break tag, and because of that we'll start with a new line and the new message that is made up of two lines. So this is your paragraph tag, and at the end when we give a break tag, we'll just break a line and continue with the next new line. Okay, now a comment tag. So if you observe here, this is a comment tag, and here I'll write demo web page, but this message will not display in this browser window as you observe here. Okay, so this is just for making a document. Now the next is elements. Elements means what? HTML element is an object enclosed by a pair of tags. Okay, so suppose this is a title tag, opening title tag and closing title tag. So here we'll write my home page. So this message is nothing but an element. So we use this message in between title tag. So this is called as a title element. Okay. Now if I want to display any message in a bold letter, okay, so this is what? A bold tag. This is a closing bold tag. So here we'll write this text appears bold. So this is what? A element, and this element will write in between the opening and closing tag of B. So this is called as a bold element, and so on. So the message which we display in between the tags is called as an element. Now the headers. Header can specify heading for paragraph or block of text. That means if I want to write a bold heading, then smaller to that heading, and so on up to tiny heading. So for header, the sequence available with the tags are H1 tag, H2 tag, H3 tag, H4 tag, H5 tag, and up to H6 tag. So this 1 indicates that it's a bold heading, 2 indicates that it's a smaller heading, and so on. That means H3 is again smaller than H2. H4 is again smaller than H3, and so on. And at the end, for the 6 value, will produce a tiny heading. Okay, so produce a large and bold heading, we use 1, and for producing very tiny heading, we use 6. Now HR, that is what? It can insert a horizontal row to divide the section. So for dividing the section we use a tag that is called as a HR tag. Okay, so in between this we can write the width also in a percentage. We can declare size as a thickness. Okay, so next see the example based on your headers. That means what is horizontal row to divide a section, or what is HR tag, and what is H1, H2 and H6. See, in this head, as we know that we display the message which is displayed in the browser window, block of text. Okay. After that, now inside the body part, here first I give a header as a H1 and display the message major heading. So this would appear here, that is a major heading in a large and bold heading. Okay. After that, in a second H2 heading tag, I'll just write a subheading. Okay, so subheading will appear as small as compared to your H1. See the difference. Okay, so this is for a large and bold text, and this is for, or this is smaller as compared to your H1. Now I just divide this document into two sections. Okay, create here a line. This line is by using this HR tag. Okay, after that, dividing this into two parts, again we'll start with suppose H1, then here I'll again write major heading 2. So again this will display in a large and bold heading, and simply we display this. So this was a generated web page for this document. Okay, and as you observe here, we'll write a comment that is a header demo web page will not display in generated web page browser window.